Alright, edit matches. Dismiss. I'll open this bitch up.
Okay.
Well, I have to, because Roman has like a billion matches that he has to.
Roman has to be at the start, the middle, and the end of the show.
Yep. Alright. The first is the triple threat. Roman Reigns, John Cena, and Sheamus for the IC Championship.
Oh, it seems like they fixed the one thing.
The what?
Like, the names on my screen are, like, grayed out if they're not actually on the roster.
Oh. Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
Like, broke for a moment of time where it's just like everyone's on every roster. You don't know who you have.
Alright.
My first match will be Cora Jade taking on Shayna Baszler. Can I make this for a briefcase? Hey, I
Yeah.
can.
We did that before. Did we do that before? No, I'm not
I
sure.
don't know if we've done that before, but it's for Cora's Money in the Bank briefcase.
Oh, we did that last year when Triple
Probably.
H beat KO for the
Yeah.
briefcase at SummerSlam and set up the greatest faction of all time that never got to see its
I
conclusion.
learned, like, looking back at videos, we stopped at SummerSlam
Yep.
last time. So we have officially caught up to where we were last year.
It just we got it done faster because we were doing 2 videos a week, so it's just taking us so much longer. Okay.
Well, you also went to Europe for a month and a half, so.
Yep, that is true. All right. Next one-on-one, Hell in a Cell.
Oh, jeez, hell in a cell. Back in a
Dirty
sec.
Dom versus his father. Loser leaves Raw. Hair versus mask. All that.
Every stipulation known to mankind.
Oh yes.
Yeah, was it all of Dom's hair, like the mullet and the mustache,
All
or
of
just
it.
the mustache? Oh.
All of it. His arm hair, his pube hair, his butt hair, all of it gone.
Gotcha. Okay. Next up is a 2-on-2 steel cage match.
All right.
I have. Gotcha. Um. Okay, go to the bees. New Catch Republic versus the Wolf Dogs for the tag titles. For some reason, it's not on them. No, it is. It just didn't auto go to them. Cool.
All right. Time to see. Oh, this is gonna be interesting. Um, Fuck it. I'll do my tag titles this year. How many matches
Okay,
you got?
after how many in total? I have 6, including the women's tag match.
Okay. Might have the same amount. You want to go again? Unless you want to do 2 tag matches in a row.
We might do 3 tag matches in a row
Yep.
because my next plan is going to be the women's tag after your match.
um, Fuck it. 3 tag matches in a row.
Let's go. The crowd gets 2 back-to-back cage matches, and then in the
Oh.
same vein, 3 straight tag matches. This crowd is going to hate what they're seeing.
Which version did I
Okay.
give myself of it? I gave myself 01. You know what? I'm gonna change that. Hold on. I'm gonna give myself old Stone Cold, not new one.
Didn't you give yourself old
Oh
Stone
well,
Cold?
I think it's because it was just any like like you know how it didn't work. And I just
Mm-hmm.
picked that one
I
after.
might need to edit the show to make sure it has enough matches.
You could add more.
Yeah, we're just gonna safety net it. Just so I don't get to the end of this thing and it's like, oh, nope, can't have any more matches.
My universe tag teams. Did I make them? Is a question. Okay, I did. Crowd reaction, boo. What the hell? Edit matches. Alright. So yeah.
So you have old Stone Cold,
Yeah.
88 overall.
Yeah. Stone
Okay.
Cold versus or Stone Cold and KO versus Rock and Roman for the tag titles.
No special type of match.
Nope.
Okay. Is it? Hmm, that might be why. I feel like the reason why it doesn't automatically sometimes go to the titles is just the order of people that's selected in, maybe.
Hmm.
Because it didn't do it for Baron or the Wolf Dogs, but it did it for Rock and Roman. Anyways, yeah, fuck it, we've committed to this. It'll be the women's tag title match
Alright. Kabuki.
versus Bianca and Jade, is what I have written down.
Yes, I did not write anything down about that, but I know that is a
Neither
thing.
did I. I just knew this was the match. And for some unbeknownst reason to me, it keeps vacating the women's tag titles off of the Kabuki Warriors.
Alright, well, maybe this will do something. I don't know.
Do you want me to go again or you to go?
Whatever you want. I don't care. I could
I'll just
go. I would have a woman's match here.
I'll just go. Do I have any
Damn, it
special
took that long.
this
Oh wait, never mind. I thought it was took that long to get a woman's match, and I forgot about the other one.
it's like the second match on the card. um fuck. Well we're gonna go back to back one way or another in women's matches.
Back to
Yeah,
back to
this
back.
um I'll just add my mid card title here. It's gonna be one on one, falls count anywhere.
Okay.
Karrion Cross versus Ilya Dragunov for the United States Championship.
Nope, not Roman Reigns.
You
Can't forget
can't
the other
bury my
brand.
Karrion Cross push already.
Man, we could have built the show a little bit better.
No, 1000% we could have. We have built this show like ass.
Frankenstein. Frankenstein's monster of a card. Fucking alright. I'm pretty sure I only have one left. That's not the main. Yep. Alright. Rhea versus Roxanne Perez for the women's championship.
Um, in the heart of terribly placing everything. Next up is a one-on-one between. Why am I all the way here? Between Becky and Io Sky for the women's title.
All right.
Do you want Roman to close the show?
Always.
Okay.
Hold up. I can't add any more matches. You were right. Edit. Please don't tell me that fucking changed the whole card.
No, as long as you saved it, you'll be fine.
One. All right. It just took away like half the titles. Hold up. Nope, not championship. Money in the Bank. All right, I'm good.
Okay. If we're doing mine first, going to be Drew versus Cody Rhodes for the world title.
Normal match.
Yep.
All right. Just fucking horribly putting this card together. Damn, this is awful. All right.
The tag matches, all tag matches follow each other. Both women's matches follow each other. Both world matches follow each other. Both cage matches follow each other.
Okay. Well, here we go. Main event time. Jey Uso versus Roman Reigns. One last time. Nope, not for the IC championship. The other one he owns. So I'm just gonna make sure got everything. Match one, triple threat: Sheamus, John Cena, Roman. Match two, Cora Jade, Baszler, Money in the Bank match. Well, not a Money in the Bank match.
Kind of.
Three, Dirty Dom versus Rey Mysterio. Four, tag match: Braun Baron, Butch Bate. Oh, fuck, I called him Butch. Damn. Five,
Butch Bait.
Stone Cold and Kevin Owens versus Roman Rock. Match six, Jade Cargill, Bianca Belair versus Kabuki Warriors. Falls Count Anywhere match seven. For match seven, Ilya Carrion. And match eight, Roxanne Rhea. Match nine, Becky Io. Match 10, Drew Cody. Match 11, Jay Roman.
Yep.
All right.
Possibly the worst structured card we have ever put together.
Yup.
I don't know how even, like, I just went down the list of matches as I wrote them. But this is the order I would have just had my matches anyways. Is it like the same way for you? Like this is just
Yeah.
the so we just happen to order our shit the same exact way.
Yep. Well, too goddamn bad. Okay, before we continue, having a little bit trouble right there. I felt your internet start to die a little bit.
Is it?
I heard it in your voice. It was like, is it back?
I don't know.
It seems like it's back. All right,
Okay,
start the show.
cool. Pew 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 pew. All the pyro in the world.
Nope, pre-show. We're on the pre-show. Not yet.
The 2 hour pre-show. I
On,
forgot.
on, on the pre-show, this is what happens. We see Bloodline backstage. Roman tells him to stay out of the triple threat match that's opening the show. He says he can handle it himself. He'll need Solo and Jimmy for later on. No bloodline interference in this match. All right. So there's no alliances in this whole match. Sheamus hates both of these guys and wouldn't work with either of them, and Cena would never work with Roman. So it's truly every man for himself. Just gonna go straight to the final sequence because I had nothing really storyline wise to kick anything off. Sheamus hits Cena with a brogue kick. Cena rolls out. Then Roman and Sheamus start trading blows. Sheamus gets the upper hand, starts setting up for a brogue kick. Roman ducks under, hits the ropes, bounces off, hits Sheamus with a spear, goes for a pin, but by this point, Cena's back up and hits Roman with an AA. Roman then rolls out the ring. Cena picks up Sheamus, hits him with an AA. 1, 2, 3. Cena is now a Grand Slam champion.
Damn, Roman finally loses a belt.
He didn't get pinned.
True, but you've also worked this man into the ground for like the past 6 months.
All right.
Okay, we move on to Cora Jade versus Shayna Baszler. Shayna starts this match strong. She seems to be trying to get into the head of Cora towards the end of the match. Shayna has Cora in a sleeper hold. Cora rushes the corner and flips out into a pin. Shayna has to release the sleeper to kick out. As Shayna gets up, Cora catches her with Jaded, which is a double arm hook DDT, and pins Shayna. I learned that Jaded is one of her finishers.
That's a cool name. Wait, isn't that.
It is what Drew does, I think.
No, I was gonna say, isn't that what Jade Cargill's finisher is?
No, I feel like isn't Cartgill's like what Champa does?
No, but like the name, like Jaded.
Jaded? I don't know.
I
I
feel like that's.
It might be. While I was looking up like her moves, I think Jaded was just one of them. So I was like, cool, that makes sense. Her name is Cora Jade. Jaded makes sense.
All right, fuck it.
If it is also a move that Jade used, it makes sense. One of them's probably going to need a name change on the main roster. I think I know who.
Yep. Um, Fuck it. We'll have this little promo right now. Uh, Backstage, Bloodline locker room. Roman's looking tired. He says, "Well, that didn't go how I wanted it to." Okay. Jimmy, come out with me and The Rock for a tag match. You stay behind Solo. We got this. Rock agrees and says that redneck and that Canadian are in for a world of trouble. All right. And then we go to this match. Ray and Dom finally get their one-on-one Hell in a Cell match. The hate they have for each other can be felt through the TV. The match has everything: chairs, ladders, tables, sledgehammers, candlesticks, thumbtacks. Dom puts Ray on the table. He pours the thumbtacks onto him. He goes for a frog splash off the top rope, but Ray gets out the way, and Dom meets the thumbtack table. Ray then sets up Dom for a 619. As he's coming off the ropes, JD McDonough comes out from under the ring and it hits Ray with a clothesline. JD then starts getting Dom back up and trying to get him to take advantage of the situation. We see the LWO start running to the cell, but they can't get in to stop it. The ref says he won't give him the key to unlock it. Might have been paid off by the Judgment Day. Wild then goes back, finds a bolt cutter. Before he could cut the chain, Finn and Priest come in and start taking them out. Ray's now alone with no hope of getting help. They beat Ray for a few minutes with chairs and kendo sticks until finally Dom hits his frog splash and beats his dad. After the match, Ray takes off his boots, takes off his mask, and leaves him in the ring.
That spot, like, he laid Ray on the table and put thumbtacks on top of him. So essentially, he was just going to frog splash himself onto a bunch of thumbtacks.
Yep,
It would hurt him way more than it's going to hurt Ray.
yep. It's Dirty Dom. They don't
I
have
guess.
education in jail.
The man hasn't been in jail since birth.
Oh, he's gonna get locked up.
Oh, no. Okay, from one Hell in a Cell match to a steel cage match. Um, this match is very fast paced. Wolf Dogs get the advantage early and are using the cage to their advantage by constantly throwing New Catch Republic into the cage. During the match, we see both members of New Catch Republic climb the cage while the Wolf Dogs are groggy on the mat. New Catch Republic look at one another, wants to get to the top and shrug as they both go for moonsaults off the top of the cage. They
Damn.
both connect, but the move takes a lot out of them. Towards the end of the match, we're down to just Bate and Braun in the ring, as Baron and Dunn have already escaped. I'm going for like SVR style, where everyone has to escape the cage, or both members of a team have to escape to win.
Uh-huh.
Um, Braun gets Bate in position between the ropes and the cage and goes for a spear on Bate. He hits Bate with the spear and the cage wall breaks behind them. As they both lay on the cage outside, Bate rolls off the cage and falls onto the floor while Braun is still recovering on the cage. New Catch Republic win because Bate's feet technically hit the floor first because he rolls off the cage.
Let's go. All right. All right. Now we get this match. All right. Rock and Stone Cold start the match. The crowd is going crazy as they just have a stare off, similar to the Rock Hogan at Mania. Uh, they just start going at it with haymakers right away, just battering each other. Jimmy is there to distract the ref, take cheap shots, and just overall be a menace. For the most part, he's doing his job. Jimmy goes to super kick KO, but KO ducks, and Jimmy accidentally hits the Rock instead. We'll just assume the ref is down at this point. Uh, Roman sees this and he's furious. He gets up in Jimmy's face and starts yelling at him, asking him, asking him shit like, "Are you a spy sent by your brother to fuck me over?" Jimmy is very confused, doesn't know what to do. Roman tells him to leave and he'll deal with him backstage. Roman turns around, he eats a stunner from Austin. Rock gets back up to his feet and eats a stunner from KO. Then he eats another stunner from Austin, not Roston. What the fuck? Stone Cold then pins the Rock. As they celebrate in the ring, we eventually see Rock and Roman walking back. Rock tries to put his hand on Roman's shoulder, but Roman just tugs it away.
The Roman Empire is crumbling all in one night.
Okay. Jade Winslow.
Essentially, yeah.
Alright.
Despite this like amazing reign I have put together for the Kabuki Warriors.
Can't be amazing. They keep losing it to vacant.
I listen, I can't fucking control that. The 2K gods look at them and it's like, I don't care what storyline you're in, what matches I've put you in. You're going to lose the title in between each week of SmackDown. Okay, we get to Ilya versus Karrion Kross in a Falls Count Anywhere match. This match is a hard hitting affair. Kross still looks dominant throughout, but Ilya has a fire to him that keeps burning as the match goes on. For once, the Falls Count Anywhere stipulation is being used to its full potential, as nowhere is off limits for these two. Towards the end, both men are bleeding and brawling in the parking lot. Ilya stuns Kross next to a car and backs up to go for a diving headbutt. Kross moves out the way in time, and Ilya's head goes through the driver's side window. Kross then pulls him out and puts him in a sleeper hold, and Ilya passes out as and Karrion Kross retains his title.
All right. Um, Fuck it. We're gonna have two backstage segments. Bloodline locker room. Cut to Bloodline locker room. What the fuck was that, Jimmy? You costed us our titles, says Roman. Jimmy tries to explain it was an accident, but Roman won't hear it. He says, Monday, we're going to have a serious conversation about your status in the bloodline. Stay out of the main event tonight for your own sake. All right. We cut to backstage in Gorilla. Charlotte goes up to Roxanne before she walks out for her entrance. Roxanne says, What do you want? Gonna challenge me to another fight and then cheat me again like you did Monday? And then Charlotte replies, Look, I told you before, you have to be willing to bend the rules sometimes to get the win. Either you take my advice or you stay a loser. Good luck out there. Charlotte leaves. All right. Rhea and Rox are having a great match when Charlotte comes out ringside. Roxanne is a bit distracted by this, but for the most part is able to remain focused at the task at hand. Eventually, Rhea is about to hit Roxanne with a powerbomb, but Roxanne reverses it and sends Rhea flying towards the ref. The ref and Rhea are down. Charlotte sees this. She goes under the ring, puts a kendo stick in there, and tells Roxanne to use it. Roxanne is confused. She's looking at the kendo stick and back at Rhea for a while. She eventually goes to pick it up, very slowly, just staring at it, when she suddenly shakes out of it and throws it back at Charlotte. This was just enough of a distraction for Rhea to get back up, and when Roxanne turns around, she gets hit with the riptide, and Rhea retains. Charlotte's face has disappointment written all over it, and Rhea gives a little wink to Charlotte.
Okay. Moving into the next match, Becky versus Io for the women's title. During the match, Io and Becky are showing why they are two of the top women in wrestling today. They both have counters for each other's moves. Towards the end of the match, we see Becky go for her double leg drop when Dakota grabs her feet as she hits the ropes. Becky yells at Dakota, and Io capitalizes on this and hits Becky with a backstabber. Io then goes for a trio of moonsaults, ending with the over the moonsault, and pins Becky to retain her title.
If only Roxanne was more like you. I'm gonna write that into the promo.
Charlotte criticizing Roxanne. It's like, did you see what Io did? You gotta capitalize when
Exactly.
I give you moments.
Exactly.
It's still me. And
Wait,
then we
hold
move
on.
it.
Backstage.
Okay.
Now I gotta add that. Backstage, Charlotte watching that match, she's like shaking her head. She's like, could have been Roxanne. All right, that's canon now. Go.
Okay. We move into Drew versus Cody. Throughout the match, we have a very back and forth matchup. Both men seemingly are on an even playing field, and there is surprisingly very little interference throughout. Towards the end, Cody is going for a trio of crossroads and hits the first two, and on the third, he backs up towards the corner, and Wade distracts the ref. Cody looks over to see what's happening, then out of nowhere, Sammy rushes in and hits Cody with a haluva kick. Drew is dropped, and Cody is out on his feet as Drew rushes towards the ropes and hits Cody with a claymore and pins him to win the world title.
God damn. Heel turn.
Listen, it's been bubbling for many months.
I don't remember. Kind of. Wait, I kind of. Yeah, I think that kind of
There's been a lot of stuff between Cody and Sammy.
main event time. Jay comes out heavily bandaged. Commentary makes it a point to say, "We didn't even know if Jay would be medically cleared to compete tonight after the beatdown he received on Monday." But given that Roman at this point is so tired he can barely walk, it might actually be an even playing field. Match starts and the crowd is hot. Rock and Solo are ringside. They do the heel things, typical heel things. Roman is trying his hardest to end the match as fast as possible. He doesn't know how much more he has in the tank. Jay hits a super kick on Roman. Roman falls onto the ropes, bounces off, hits a Superman punch. Everyone is down. Rock goes to distract the ref as Jay is getting up. Solo comes from behind and hits him with a spike. Roman goes for the pin, but Jay kicks out at 2. Solo then gets a chair from under the ring. Before he can do anything with it, KO, Stone Cold, and Cena all come out to fight them off. They're getting beat all the way backstage when suddenly Jimmy Uso attacks them and evens the numbers. The fight then starts to go back to the ring. The ref tries to separate it, but he gets hit and knocked out in the chaos. Trying to add a line here right now on the spot. Roman looks at Jimmy like, "You bastard! I told you to stay stay backstage, but you know what? You're helping me. Fine, you're off the hook this time." There you go. That's just got added. Eventually, the only people left standing are Jimmy, Rock, Roman, and Jay. Jay is getting set up by Roman for a spear, but dodges it, and Roman hits the Rock with it instead. We cut to Jimmy, and he's absolutely shocked. Both hands over his mouth. He looks at Roman. He's like, "Oh shit." Uh, he decides to act. He goes to super kick Jay, but KO comes out and stuns him. Roman then hits a spear on KO. As he gets up to turn around, he eats a spear from Jay. Jay climbs to the top. He hits an Uso splash. One, two, three. Jey Uso is the undisputed champion.
Oh my! I didn't think you'd actually put the title on Jay. Like before the match, I was like, "There's no fucking way Jay beats Roman here." Well then, what a show! Roman loses everything.